And welcome back. I'm Amy. This is Live in the Hall at the Georgia Municipal Association Annual Convention. And I am joined by two great gentlemen from the wonderful city of Woodstock. That's going to be your slogan, I've just decided. Bud Leonard and Bob Mueller are council members from the city of Woodstock, which, as we were talking, is probably one of the model cities for what you guys are doing with your downtown and your trail system. And as we talk this weekend a lot about parks and recreation and being active and having fun and playing, what you guys have done with Woodstock is something that a lot of cities are looking at. Tell us a little bit about the trail system that you've got now there in Woodstock.
The trail system is exploding. Everybody wants to get on the trails. We have trails all the way to 92, all the way up to Holly Springs.
And it goes all the way, it connects all the downtown.
Connects all the downtown. And we have, there's trails coming off of the hotels in the back of them. You can just ride bicycles.
Right, and this is how people are getting to the downtown too. They're coming in on their bikes, parking. What are they doing when they get there?
What they like to do is come down there and eat. You know, they'll eat, walk around the town, shop, and then they'll get back on their bikes or they'll walk back to their hotels or wherever they're going.
But tell us a little bit about the entertainment district of Woodstock.
Well, the entertainment district downtown was implemented by council a couple of months ago, I believe it was.
Okay.
That allows people with carry an open container of their favorite beverage.
Right. They're Coca-Cola.
From Coca-Cola, Sprite.
Coca-Cola, yeah.
From one place to another throughout the downtown area. It's an area called the entertainment district, where it's become very, very popular, and a lot of people you see them walking around down there, especially like on Friday night. Friday Night Live, first Friday of every month. All the stores stay open at 9 o'clock. And the downtown area has become just a place where people just love to come and just hang out.
Right.
Because there's a lot of sidewalk entertainment. Remember the old sidewalk where you have the little band and
that's cool.
the little guy with the guitar, or the little
Right.
minstrel down the block. Well, this is what's happening in downtown Woodstock on the first Friday of every month.
That's
Right.
great.
Where people are just enjoying being out there and mingling with one another.
Right.
And that way the community gets to know each other. And
It's that connection that we've talked about a lot this weekend,
Right.
and our speaker talked about yesterday
exactly.
too.
Exactly.
Was that connection. Bob, you've been on council for 21 years. Bud, you've been there 12. Talk a little bit about the changes you've seen in the city and how different it is today.
Like I said before, when I first come on the council, we couldn't even pay the bills.
Wow.
Now, we're in the green.
Yeah.
Considerably. And we, anything that we need, we always go through the council, make, everybody okay with it. And then we got trails, which almost doubled our cost of everything and brought money in, and the trails are growing super nice. I mean, you just can't.
And it's transformed the community.
Oh, yes. And then downtown, they love it because everything's there. All the people at the hotels, or not the apartments, live around the city there. They all love it, and they call you up every once in a while and say, I just love the city.
That's so great.
I mean,
when you get calls from people saying how much they love your city, you're doing it right.
That's right.
I've talked to a lot of people here this weekend, and every time I mention we're from Woodstock, and I say, well, you know where Woodstock is? Yeah, we know where Woodstock is.
And that was not the case before.
Not the case.
Oh, no.
When I first came on council about 12 years ago, Woodstock was doing good, and then we had a big turn down.
Right, the economy.
The economy tanked, yes.
Yeah.
But that was probably one of the best things we did happened to us, because at that time, I think I said this earlier to you, is that we were able to get a lot of cheap money and we used
interest
that money
rates were low and
to
took
develop
advantage of that
and keep Woodstock moving ahead, rather than rolling up the sidewalks and sitting home. Woodstock has become, since we've been there, used to be a sleepy little bedroom community where people would drive through Woodstock to get to a restaurant or get to work. Now it's become a destination. They call us the Little Buckhead.
Right.
People
right.
are coming
They do.
to
They do.
Woodstock from all over the area here to enjoy the restaurants and the entertainment venues, to shop in our new mall up on the north side of town.
Yeah.
They're coming to Woodstock for restaurants and shopping and entertainment.
Let me ask y'all this, because you guys have been kind of the leaders, in what you've done with the trails and how it's impacted your downtown and your city as a whole. Sometimes parks and recreation are seen as nice to have, and first, it's like cities, like, oh, first you gotta make sure the trash is collected. You gotta, pick up, you've got to pave the roads and all that kind of stuff. And then if there's money left over, we'll do some nice things for parks and recreation. You guys don't see it that way.
No.
Well, actually, no, we don't see it that way. A few years ago, everything else is very, very important. But we hired a Parks and Recreation director, and he was recognized as one of the top 10 in the state. And he has actually transformed our whole vision of Parks and Recreation to changing the face of a lot of our parks. His vision was to have a big park, and somewhere in that park have a city.
Right. Oh, that's great. That's a great way to look at it.
And that's what he told me shortly after he came on board. Right. And he has done such a great job with a vision. We're not looking at Woodstock for 5 years. We're looking at Woodstock for generations.
Right.
That our children and our grandchildren will have a wonderful city with all of these wonderful parks and trails. And the connectivity of the trails is growing.
Right, because you guys are adding on to those trails.
Oh, yes.
You're not done yet.
No, I know, not done at all. One of the most popular trails right now is the trail from downtown to our dog park. We have a dog park.
That's right.
And people
would
are
you
loving
have thought 20 years ago that you would be building a dog park?
Oh no.
Yeah.
And now we need another one.
There's probably more dogs than children now.
That's one of our most popular areas is our dog park now.
Yeah, we just the dog parks are great because I have a Great Dane.
Oh,
and
I love them.
He goes down there. Of course, he's a little shy, but he goes down there and we walk around and we see all the people, and it's great.
Yeah.
Now, I think next July 1st or July 2nd is Dog Day afternoon downtown, so everybody brings their dogs downtown.
It's so fun.
So it's going to be great, and I want to get about 10 feet, and I have to stop. What's his name? Who is he? How big is he? How much does he weigh?
And that is something that dogs bring people together. They breach boundaries.
Right.
It's like you're more willing to talk to. You wouldn't stop and just talk to a stranger, but somebody with a dog, you'll stop and talk to.
Right.
I've got 2 German Shepherds, and I have conversations with people. And it's funny, the only dog they're afraid of are Great Danes.
Oh, are they?
Too big.
All of the kids want to ride his dog.
That's right.
You got to get a saddle for him.
He's just great. He's great with dogs. Great with people, and
they're awesome dogs.
They're just great.
And they double as the table too when you need them to.
Yeah, that's true.
Put some stuff on them.
All our parks now have trails going to them, so
they all connect.
They can walk around and go to the parks.
What do you think? Why do you think people connect so much with Parks and Recreation and with the trail? Why is that a need?
Well, because mainly there's no place to walk. If you look at like downtown Atlanta, there's no trails down there to walk. You get out in the city here, and if you want to take a hour walk or 2-hour walk or bicycle ride, and then you can come get back in the city. Restaurants are right there.
You don't have to get in your car. If you live close enough, you can walk on the trail, ride your bike on the trail, and there's something to be said about
that. Yeah, and people like that. They just like coming to a city where they can live there, they can walk out their door, go to a restaurant, walk around with their
Coke.
Their Coke.
Well, I think another aspect of this whole trail system, like it is, and it gets people out of their homes to the park on the trails. It gives us this sense of community that unfortunately we've lost and over the years. Yeah. People have a tendency to isolate in their homes, and
now we're all getting back out.
Now we're getting back out and actually meeting our neighbors and knowing their names, and all this is part of the what's going on downtown in Woodstock because of the trail system, the sidewalk, the walkability, the connectivity that's coming into town.
And it's had great economic impact. So you guys can point to how it has absolutely helped your downtown and the businesses there as well.
Yes, the businesses love it.
You got a waiting list for?
It's tremendous. A few years ago, and Bob and I were talking about this earlier, is that there were a lot of empty buildings in downtown
Right.
Woodstock and the surrounding the
Yeah.
downtown. Now people are actually coming into town looking for places to open new businesses. Not only looking for places to open to build business. We had a
Right.
wonderful entertainment venue just opened up in the last couple of weeks.
That's right.
It's called Mad Life.
That's
I mean,
great.
it's already just packed
People
out.
just flock to
they're,
it.
They're loving it. They're really loving it.
It's like a theater and where you eat.
And then you guys are building an amphitheater that's going to be open
Building
next
an
year. So
amphitheater,
you just
yes.
keep adding layers and layers and layers upon the experience that you can have in
That's what people.
Woodstock.
Yeah, that's what people ask. They says, "What's next? What's next? What's next?"
How do you know when you're done?
And the downtown park.
I don't know. I don't think we're ever going to be done.
Because
I
everything
hope
changes
not.
and it
I
keeps
hope not.
evolving.
Yeah,
People,
people-
ask
yeah.
for more.
They
Well, in
just-
downtown park, we've had it's an upper and a lower park. It's been that way for quite a while, and we had a wonderful concert series every summer for about 6 concerts.
Right.
And we've had as many as 10 to 12,000 people crowded into
Wow.
that little park.
Oh yes.
Wow.
And we saw the need for an amphitheater some years ago, and this year, thank heavens, it's finally under construction. And
So that's what you could say is next.
Hopefully, as a matter of
Yeah.
fact, we're actually planning hopefully to have one concert near the end of the year.
Okay.
November.
It really depends.
When it's not 97 degrees
Right.
outside.
Exactly.
It's 102 there yesterday.
Oh gosh.
But next May, when the concert series kicks off for real, it's going to be amazing. Because we're going to have an amphitheater and a big green. It's going to be an active park. It's a part of our park system because the park is going to be active
Right.
and
Right.
open all year round. And then, of course, we'll use it for our concert series.
Right.
And, of course, it will also attract other entertainment venues that come in.
Okay, now I'm going to warn you, you guys are setting the bar pretty high.
Okay.
And we're all going to be watching Woodstock to see what you're going to do next. We're going to join the chorus of, okay, what's next?
That's
And
what-
That's right. Yeah, there is. You'd be surprised if people call me up and say that. They say, "Well, what have you got planned again?"
Don't be surprised what's coming.
Okay, well, we look forward to seeing what you guys do in the future and encourage people to go and visit, especially city officials who are looking for ideas of what they can do with their downtowns, because we're not above stealing. And that is one of the best parts about this convention is getting together with people, other cities, and hearing what they're doing and saying, okay, I can do some of that, or I can do something like that in my city. And so we appreciate you guys being here and sharing your success stories with the
Yes.
other cities. And we look forward to seeing what's next.
We do too.
Thank you so much. And we're going to go back out in the hall for just a few more minutes for our show, and then we're going to wrap up with some active Georgia information. Thank you.